Just look at the precision placement of those seeds in the furrow. How does he do it? Can I do it too? Well, of course you can. I'll show you how to make one of these of your very own for under $10. Hello, and welcome to the Tenacious Tortoise YouTube channel. I'm glad you stopped by. Today I'd like to show you how I construct what I call the back saver. It is a tool that you won't use all that often, but when it's gardening season and you're planting, it's quite a handy tool. And I'd just like to show you how I put it together. You can find these, something like this, in many of the upscale seed catalogs, but most of the time they're rather expensive, if you know what I mean. And if you are handy with small tools, I think you can build this yourself, and you'll be well, save you some money and save your back. So, what is it? Well, it's for planting, primarily row crop. When you're, it's hard enough gardening, especially when you're hoeing the weeds and things of that nature. So let's save our back if we can, and keep you out of the dirt too. Sometimes you just don't want to. I mean, it's great to get down there and smell the soil, be a part of it, be in touch with nature as you are working towards your food security. But let's be honest, no one likes to just crawl through the dirt to try to get the seeds in the furrow. And this is one way to do it. That you can stand upright and drop the seeds right in place. So without much further ado, a couple of items you're going to need to find, and of course this is readily available at Walmart, a place where I shop because I work for that corporation and I get a discount. So yeah, always employ the discount. Now, what I have in my hand here is a funnel, of course, and this is the Lawn and Garden Spout Funnel, Hyper Tough, and I was actually quite shocked to find out it's made in the USA. Well, I know it's going to be backwards because that's the way I shoot films. Anyway, on my phone. So, don't have the fancy equipment. Please forgive me if the quality is not as good as some of the bigger people who have, well, not big people, big channels. Let's put it that way. The big channels that have the 4K and they got thousands of dollars in their camera and all that. That's because they're monetized. I am not. So, there it is. The funnel has evolved somewhat. I found this one laying by the road when I was out jogging one day, and so this was generation 1. I happen to have this piece of PEX left over from a plumbing project under my house, and like I said, found this by the road, and the two became one, but not without trimming off right here at the tail end, because you're going to want to do that to allow some of the larger seeds to go through. Right now I'm getting out my test seed. I'll be using Burpee's Value Pack Provider Green Bean, and that's what I'm going to use on as I test this. Now, obviously, this is a rather small variety of bean. You can see that that's not a real big one. Oop, lost one. And yesterday I was planting some with this device, the original, and it was a much larger white bean, but it was going through there quite well. So you're going to have to trim that off. And you can hear them dropping on my cluttered workbench. And so they're going through that hole. Now this one, I've already trimmed it off, and I used a tool which you may not have, but they're quite inexpensive, and if you do work in any packs, you do anything like that, very handy to have. This is a tubing cutter, And this is, I can guarantee you, this is not made in the United States because I got it off Amazon. And you'll see, here's the end of the funnel. It's plastic. Here's the cutter. And I'm just like so. So I've got that out to probably 3/8 of an inch in diameter. That should be fine for most seeds. Maybe your lima bean might be a problem getting through that opening. You know, some of the gourd family, but you know, hey, it may not work for everything, but we're trying to get a tool that works for the majority. Maybe 90% of the seeds you're going to be putting in the ground. This is PEX. I got it in red. You can get it in red or blue, depending for cold water and hot water, so that it's properly coated. You know what you're connecting to in your housing project. But this came as a 10-foot stick, and it was only $6, so pretty reasonable. This was $2.47. So now, for under $10, we're going to have a nice seed planter. A nice thing to drop your seeds in the furrow. So, let's see. Put that in there like so. I've already trimmed it off. And that one's about 4 foot. So I might want to take a little off of it. That might be a little bit tall for the planting. So I'm going to take off a few inches here. And as you can see, there's my cutter. I'll take off about 3 inches. There we go. And I jam that down in there. Now that could be enough. You could super glue this. I'm going to do something a little bit more deluxe because I happen to have the tool to do it with. Now let's do it. Another trial. Oh, sweet. That's going to work just fine. So, jam that in there. And then, with this tool, now this is 3/4 inch PEX. Also made in the United States of America. So, except for this metal ring that I'm putting on here, which is not likely to have been made in the United States. It does say it's PEX and gives a number. We're going to got my tool here, the PEX crimping tool. Put that in there. And it clamps down on the ring and on my finger because I didn't get it out of the way. Sorry for the delay. Get it up there where you can see. As I compress that, open that up one more time. There we go. And didn't quite get it, did I? So not everything works the first time. Tell you what, I'm going to give that another crimp in just a moment. I'll be right back. So I hope you'll make your own back-saving device for planting seeds this year. Again, for about $10, you can make this, and I know I've seen them much more expensive than that. Plus, you're going to wait for somebody to send it to you. Also, it's going to be, well, why enrich somebody else when you can enrich yourself by saving some money and saving your back? Again, I would like you to consider subscribing to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Ring that notification bell so when I have a time to produce another video that may be beneficial to you, that you'll get the notification. So like, subscribe, and click that bell. Also, consider sharing it with a friend or an enemy. Doesn't matter to me. Just share it with somebody, please. again, this is the Tenacious Tortoise YouTube channel, and I am the Tenacious Tortoise. Grow food. Grow a lot of food. Learn to can, or dehydrate, or find some means. Maybe you could freeze it. Whatever you do, work on your food security like your life depends on it. Live life tenaciously. Have a good day.